What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. Uh, we're cruising along this magical new year. First of all, I got a bunch of shows in Naples and Boca this weekend. If you're a fan, you can come see me. I'm not headlining, but I'm going to be doing, I think, 20 minutes before Adam Hunter, who's hilarious. Just watch him regardless. He's pretty funny. He's a big draw in the MMA world because he's got this big podcast, and he's a legitimate D1 wrestler. Like, since I've known him, he's always been he actually got me into boxing, and that's how I got my jiu-jitsu, because I used to hang out with Adam a lot. We used to go to boxing gyms and stuff, and I've known him for 25 years, but he's a good dude, and I'll be with him. I'm going to go to LA on the 15th on Sunday, but I wanted to talk about fear, because I'll tell you this story. Last night, I trained jiu-jitsu. I talk about this here and there. I don't know why, but in LA, I was looking for something, anything. I started meditating. I started doing jiu-jitsu. This is years ago. And it got so addicting for me. And my teachers were really good. In fact, the movies that I've done were because of guys that I knew in class. This guy named, Tim Davis. He's this actor who's done some great work. He got me a part in a legit movie. This guy, Sean Patrick Flannery, has gotten me auditions for movies. These are just, instructors of mine who have hooked me up. I've gotten more work for my network versus actual auditions. But anyways, I was doing jiu-jitsu for years, 6 years at least, just hardcore, 3-4 times a week. I just felt this affinity toward it, and I would do it a lot. But then I came out to Florida, and my mom was sick, all right? So I didn't want to give her COVID, so I just stopped training because, it's a lot of grappling stuff. And then obviously dire things happened. And now I was like, well, I haven't trained in so long. Maybe I should just stop. Why even go back to it? I mean, I can just go to the gym. And then I was just looking at I've got it's purple belt in jiu-jitsu, which is, it's not easy to get. It's like a mid-level belt. And I was like, am I just going to stop? Just go. So I kept calling these gyms around, and they were like, yeah, come down, train. But I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to walk in there, and all the younger guys are going to have targets on my head because they're going to see this advanced jiu-jitsu guy. And I was like, I've probably forgotten a lot of it, and I'm old, and I'm going to hurt. 101 reasons not to do jiu-jitsu. And yesterday I was like, fuck it, man, just drive to the gym. Whatever happens, happens. So I showed up, and it wasn't that bad. They were super nice, and nobody was gunning for my head, and I'm sore, but it felt good. And I was like, man, I can't believe fear had kept me away for the past couple months. I legitimately was nervous again. Remember my first jiu-jitsu class, I was like, oh, I can't do this. This is just ridiculous. I'm in my 30s, and taking martial arts like a 6-year-old taking taekwondo. But it's not like that. It's not like that at all. And, I highly encourage you to take a class. Just take one class. Somebody told me, this comedian, and his wife is a very successful director, writer. And he goes, in my house, we have this saying, we run as fast as possible toward the thing that scares us most. And I try to think about that with my own life, because sometimes when I do stand-up comedy, man, I'm so nervous. I was I don't want to go up, especially, this is how I am off stage. I don't want to have to turn on this light switch, have to be funny, especially when I headline, right? And it doesn't seem like an easy room. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how did I get in this situation? Or when I used to shoot stuff in LA, I was like, dude, am I really going to put together this whole thing and, shoot a film? Anything. It's really easy to just be comfortable. And I think that's the kiss of death. I mean, these are just my impulses, but I really think, just taking the easy way out is the wrong way. Like sometimes I think about, man, I should have just stayed in New Hampshire and, become a lawyer or something. And just, I could have had a very cushy life, just, higher education, live near my parents, never taking a risk. But I feel like life is you're meant to go through some travail. You're meant to be challenged and you're meant to, have some soul searching. That's what I think. I mean, again, I could be totally off, but that's how I've lived my life. And, that's the only way I'm going to have to look back and be like, well, I did everything I wanted to do and I took some chances. I mean, maybe I'll still be miserable. Most likely I will, but that's how I'm playing the game. I hope you guys have a great week. We'll talk soon. Take care.